do that. Lawrence, you're doing everything for me now. You're marrying me. This withered old body with a baby. You're marrying us. You're going to take care of us.
Yes, I will. I will always take care of you, no matter what it takes. I tell you, Beatrice, if anybody were to visit any harm upon you at all, why, I don't know what I'd do. Something horrible, I'm sure.
Something horrible, I'm sure. Oh, my dear friends. They were having a wonderful moment together, but unfortunately, shortly after those words were spoken, someone in our story was found to be dead. But who do you think it was? My dear friends, who was murdered?
Mary.
The vicar. The vicar.
The vicar.
Harry? And that poor woman's body was discovered like this.
Ah, my sister.
Oh, Vicar, I am so saddened to hear of your loss. Please, sit.
Thank you, Lily.
I've made some tea for you.
Oh, please, it's not the cleansing kind, is it?
This is the soothing kind. Oh, my dear, are you able to tell me about it?
Yes, let me, just one sip. Ah, good British tea. Lily, I can't believe she's gone. I was coming home after my Sunday night sermon. The whole village was there, as they usually are. Lovely people. I was walking alone, as I like to do underneath the starlight, so I could see God's glory in all of the stars arrayed before me. And as I came around the bend on the lane that leads back to my cul-de-sac, there, on the ground, was splayed the body of my sister. She had been murdered. There was a knife thrust in her throat and a pool of blood surrounding her. I gaped and started sobbing, retching almost, and immediately ran and found the constable. That was all I could do to keep myself together on that run. I just can't believe she's gone. I don't know what I'll do.
I'm so sorry. Perhaps I could be of some comfort. You know, the Anglican Church is recently going to allow the vicars to marry.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Perhaps I could help you through this.
some of my brethren will really enjoy that. I spent a lot of time in France sampling cheese. The salad days, as it were. Oh,
I know how much you like the camembert.
I do. Nice, ripe, double cream brie.
I love the way you speak about cheese.
Sous salt.
Oh. Oh,
Thinking about those things that can keep my mind off of these dark times.
you must.
Can you imagine St. Mary Mead, our nice little town? Murder my own sister, my flesh and blood.
And at that moment, our Detective Inspector Craddock arrived on the case.
Andrew, please come into my office. Right here, my boy.
Yes, Inspector. I'm destroyed, Inspector. I didn't even get a chance to tell her that I was in love with her. I'm a coward.
I see, Andrew. We were all very distraught to find that our dear Mary had left this world. No less than myself. Andrew, I want to be frank with you. The chief inspector is breathing down my neck. This is the 5th murder this year, and I'm afraid that my job is on the line. Now, you said that you have a belief in who is behind this murder. I'd like to hear that very much, Andrew.
Well, I believe her own mother killed her.
Her own mother. Beatrice Hives of the Hives Estate. That's quite funny, Andrew. I don't believe.
Well, you see, I frequent the public library every Tuesday afternoon. And when I was there, I saw Miss Beatrice there. And of course, I want to tell her how much I adore and how much I loved her beautiful daughter, Mary. But, of course, I never had a chance, and I walked behind her, and I noticed that she was reading a book regarding how to bury a dead body. Now, perhaps it could have been a coincidence, or it could have been perhaps a book, How to Bury a Dead Body, which is actually a plant in the garden. Enough of that.
But Andrew, you do realize the body was found not buried, it was above the ground.
Yes.
So that was a coincidence, but what I really find interesting is that you said that you saw Beatrice on the scene of the crime.
Yes, I did.
Please, enthrall me.
Well, I brought some flowers for the site, but before, there was a little scarf on the ground. I saw Beatrice come run. She grabbed the scarf and ran away. That is all I saw, quickly.
Scarf, Andrew?
Yes.
I brought you into my office. I told you how important this case is to me. Certainly you have more, Andrew. What was Beatrice doing there?
She was there to meet me. I had arranged plans to meet her there, with Mary. I wanted to confess it to both of them, but I cowered away. I went to the spot, but I did not have enough courage to actually go through with it. There, I've said it.
Beatrice, do console yourself, darling. Come here. I've had them bring tea out into the garden for you.
I couldn't touch it at all.
I know, love, I know. Let me touch it for you.
You would do anything for me, wouldn't you?
Yes, of course I would, especially now that your own daughter was viciously taken from you, someone who I loved almost as much as you. In a friendship kind of way, darling.
Well, darling, I had this plan to keep the baby secret, to make our marriage happen before anyone would know. I mean, I even had Lily in on the plan. And I don't know if it's related to Mary or not. Henry?
Oh, hello there, Beatrice. Lawrence.
Hello.
I was just gardening.
Oh, Henry.
I'm so terribly sorry to hear about your daughter, Mary.
Thank you, Henry. Oh, Henry.
Oh, Bee. And
Do you two know each other then?
of course, I've been the groundskeeper here at the Hives Estate for years.
I mean, yes, of course we do.
Is it appropriate for you to touch my soon-to-be wife like that, sir?
Well, he knows that I just need to lean on a strong man at this time.
Well, what the hell am I?
Of course, I've completely lost my mind.
Have you?
In grief.
I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate you on your engagement.
Yes.
Beatrice, I see that look in your eyes when you look at him.
There is no look in my eyes.
Oh, yes? Look at him. There's that look! Beatrice?
But he was here. He's been here at the home so often.
How often and how long ago?
Well,
Beatrice,
every day,
Are
right?
you the father of that child,
No!
don't upset me. I wouldn't want to use my hoe.
Seems like you already have!
Beatrice, he doesn't know. I must confess I'm rather alarmed to hear that you're getting engaged so quickly after I hear of our child that has planned to come into this world. I had imagined that my wife and I might adopt the child and raise it as our own.
That it's true, you are the father of this child.
That is true, I am the father of this child.
With a gardener!
Henry, you're ruining everything! Don't you understand? I was trying to protect the child.
What?
Now you want to take it off and give it to your wife. And you want to be mad at me for getting
Now hold on 1 minute, Beatrice. What is that supposed to mean? My wife is a wonderful woman and would make a lovely mother to that child. Maybe she would be able to watch after her child better than you were able to watch out after yours.
Officer Cunningham, in my office right now. Thank you for giving me a hand.
I only have one.
Yes, quite right. Well, that interview was a complete bust, and I'm afraid if I don't solve this case, then you'll have my job soon enough.
Oh, I doubt that, but I do have something to tell you.
Cunningham, what is it?
Well, I examined the knife that caused the murder.
Yes, very good.
Yes. There were little bits of black feather on the blade, almost as if it came from a woman's hat or a feather or something. Or maybe a man's unusual feathered sock.
That's quite interesting.
Yes, I thought you'd want to know right away.
Well, we'll have to file that away in evidence, but for right now, what I need to focus on is solving this case, and I'm afraid, well, she said that she would be retiring, and I really didn't want to call on her, but after 5 unsolved murders this year...
You're talking about Miss Jane Marple?
The very same.
Your godmother.
Yes.
Oh, good idea.
I hate to drag her into this, but Cunningham, would you make the call?
Oh, I'd be happy to. You know, your godmother and I go way back.
I understand that you knew each other when you had not 1 but 2 arms.
Yes, that long ago. In fact, she was slightly at fault for my loss of the arm. But we can talk about that later. May I use your phone?
Yes, that's fine.
Oh, Vicar. I must say, after all these years, it still seems odd to call you Vicar. Oh, Matthew. I'm so sorry. Okay. You know, in spite of the oddity of my loving and betrothing myself to your mother, I cared very greatly for Mary, and her death affects me as much as it does you.
I'd say that's not true, only we were inseparable, us three. The 3 Musketeers.
Yes.
I was D'Artagnan. He was the 4th, but that's no matter.
It's all right, because I took Aramis and Plato. You hate me, don't you?
I don't hate anyone. I'm a man of God. I love everyone. But I'm disappointed in you, Lawrence. Sorely disappointed.
Are you?
We spent our youth adventuring, carousing through the French countryside, going to dairy after dairy after dairy.
Damn, that was good cheese.
And now you expect me to look on you with favor as you court my own mother? This can't be.
Does the heart have eyes, or does it simply love? How do I know why I loved her? But I did. And still do, in spite of everything.
Of course.
You know she's pregnant, don't you?
What?
I've got to start introducing that better.
My mother's so old.
She's pregnant, and that gardener fellow is the father.
Henry?
Yes.
Oh, he's such a lovely man. Brings over a slice of his wife's cake every Saturday. We have tea and read scriptures.
Don't you understand what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, my mind is empty and wandering. It's a wilderness of grief in here.
Mary was upset at the idea of someone marrying her mother. Mostly me, to be sure, but I have a theory. I'm afraid she might have found out, you see, that the gardener, Harry, was the father of the child. Henry. I hate him so much I refuse to say his name.
I understand, it's the grief, my man, the grief.
But when I told her what was going on, I saw such anger in her eyes. If she found out that that gardener fellow, Henry,
yes,
was the father, I imagine she might have caused quite a ruckus and threatened to disrupt their union somehow and bring his sin to light, meaning the only way that he could have kept his reputation intact was to kill her.
To silence her own voice.
Yes.
And certainly he has the brawn to do it. That man, I've seen him throw a bale of hay right up into the hayloft. Just with his muscles. Some gumption.
Felicia, I'm home! Felicia, where are you?
Henry!
Oh, Felicia, I am seething!
What?
Oh, I've just come from work where Beatrice told me she intends to keep our child. I am raging.
Oh, wait. Sit, please sit. I'm pretty sure I need to tell you something.
What is it, Felicia?
Well, you see, I wanted to go and thank her for carrying your child because I thought that was the polite thing to do. But
Of course, it's common courtesy.
Well, she wasn't there, you see, but I went into the back door because I was going to leave her alone. And when I went into the kitchen, and I noticed that she had these lovely knife set. I was looking, actually, I went pulling them all out. I touched a machete and a cleaver.
Felicia, that reminds me, have you fed your pet crow yet today? You have to feed this thing 3 times a day. Oh, it's molting.
Henry! Do
Go on.
listen to me.
Yes, you touched a knife.
I touched all of them. Don't you see? Don't you see, Henry? Yes! God, you're so dense.
Don't start, Felicia. Well,
I touched them all. Every last one of them. My favorite was the machete. Oh, Henry, don't look at me like
Felicia.
that. What?
Now, even if I am somehow able to secure that child for us, well, with you a suspect in a murder investigation, how are we to ever end up with that?
Well, what are we to do then? Come think of something.
I don't know, but I tell you now, as God is my witness, I am willing to do anything, no matter how dark, no matter how evil, to get that child and bring it home.
I want
I
that
am
baby.
willing to do anything, no matter how dark, to bring that child home. What a confession, my friends. And after he spoke those fateful words, someone in our story was found to be dead. But who do you think it was? My friends, who was murdered?
Lawrence.
Lawrence. And my dear friends, the body was discovered like this. Oh, Detective Inspector Craddock.
Jane,
Oh, in all my years of coming upon murder, I've never actually seen it.
You witnessed
It was horrible. I was walking over to see Beatrice.
Please, in the light, I wish to hear.
Yes. I was walking over to see Beatrice. We were going to have tea. She was going to tell me her secret of how she actually had a child at such a late stage in her life. For you see, well, never mind. I was walking behind the house through the garden. I came upon Henry. He was hoeing, and I said hello, and I passed through the lane, and I came up the back stairs into the kitchen, and that's where she was, splayed. He was splayed out. Lawrence, that poor young man. I remember him when he was a child, and there was all this nasty gossip about him being with her, but I didn't believe it until then.
What did the body look like, Jane?
Bloated.
Oh.
It had clearly been stuffed in some body of water, but it was brought back to the kitchen. It was blue and bloated. Don't you see? All these years I've been solving murders, but I'd never really actually come upon it myself. It's quite shocking.
Jane, it's a terrible thing. I've seen countless murders in my years, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone to see that.
Oh, we must solve this case. It's horrid. This town. It is just bleeding evil. Constable Knickerbocker.
Yes, Miss Marple. So nice to see you, Miss Marple. So nice to see you. Sorry, but I just thought I'd give you the results of the test you asked me to run, Sir Inspector, sir. And it turns out that you were correct. It is pond water in which the body was submerged. Pond water. Pond water. Are you hearing me, sir?
I do hear you, Knickerbocker. Thank you very much.
Yes, well,
I was at the moment speaking to Miss Jane Marple when you so rudely interrupted us.
I understand, sir. And I do just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to assist you on the case. It's always been one of my goals to work a case with you, sir. The revered Inspector Craddock.
Thank you very much.
Yes, did I mention it was pond?
You mentioned that. Thank you. You may leave us.
Detective Inspector.
Jane, I can't stand that man. Do you see him? He wants my job.
He's tiresome, I know, but he's not as smart as you. He's quite dull, if you know what I mean. Pond water. He repeated 5,000 times.
It might be important, yes.
It is important. I tell you what. Lily has a pond in her yard.
Well, yes, and putting